Let me show you how to solve this kind of math question on the board. This is a typical JAMB question. The question says, the third term of an AP is 4x minus 2y, and the ninth term is 10x minus 8y. Find the common difference. To answer this question or to solve this question correctly, first of all, there's something you need to know. This is the solution. You have to know that in an AP, the nth term is given as Tn equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. This a here represents the first term of the AP. This n here represents the number of terms that we are dealing with. So if you're dealing with the third term, n is going to be equal to 3. If you're dealing with fifth term, n is equal to 5. Then this d is the common difference, in which that is what they asked us to find in this question. They said find the common difference. Now, if you put 3 here, if, for example, you're dealing with the third term, I want to give you an idea of where my formula will be coming from. If you're told that, if you're dealing with third term, that means n here will be equal to 3, right? Because it's third term. Now, if you put 3 here in place of this n, you're going to have 3 minus 1, which is 2. And if you attach that 2 to this d, you're going to get 2d. If you're dealing with, let's say, fifth term, if you put, in place of n, if you put 5, you're going to have 5 minus 1, which is going to be equal to 4, then times d, which is 4d. So that means we are told that the third term of the AP is what? This. That means if you're dealing with third term, you're going to have something like this. A plus, I'm only making it of this side. A plus, if you put 3 here, 3 minus 1 will give us 2, right? Then times d will give us 2d. This is for third term. Now we are told that the third term of the AP is what? 4x minus 2y. That means this third term is equal to 4x minus 2y. Also, we are told that the ninth term of the AP is what? 10x minus 8y. So for ninth term, we're going to have a plus. This is going to be 8d. The number here should be 1 less than the actual number of terms. So for the third term, we have 2, which is 1 less than 3. For the ninth term, we have 8 here, which is 1 less than 9. You understand? So for the ninth term, you're going to have, if you put 9 here, you have 9 minus 1, which is 8. Then times this will give us 8d. Then equal to, we are told that the ninth term is 10x minus 8y. Minus 8y. We have two equations here. We can call this equation 1 and we call this equation 2. Our simultaneous equation is set. Remember, we are asked to find the common difference, which is this d. By the statement, they said find the common difference, which is this d here. If you want to find this d, first of all, this is what you need to do. You need to solve this simultaneous equation using elimination method. In our elimination method, we are going to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So it says subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Anytime you want to subtract equation 1 from equation 2, it means equation 2 minus equation 1. Take note. If they mention this one first, this from this, as in this from that, it means that minus this. Take note. So I'm going to write my equation 2 first. Equation 2 here is a plus 8d. Now remember, we are minusing equation 1 from equation 2. This part of the equation 2 minus this part of the equation 1. And this part of the equation 2 also minus this part of the equation 1. That is how it is being done. So this is our first part of the equation 2, which is this. Then minus this other part of the equation 1. You have to put this in brackets. A plus 2d. Then equal to this part 2 minus this. To have 10x minus 8y. We'll minus, put this in brackets, 4x minus 2y. This 4x minus 2y. Now take note, if you're doing this minus this, you have to also do this minus this. Don't go and use this to minus this. If you did this minus this, don't use this to minus this. You understand what I mean? So if this is minusing this should also minus this. Take note, the order must be there. So let's continue. Here we have a plus 8d. We're going to open this bracket. Minus times this a will give us minus a. Then using this to multiply this times this will give us minus, then 2d, then equal to 10x minus 8y. This time this will give us minus 4x. Let me write it here. Minus 4x. Then this time this will give us plus 2y. You understand? Now, I want to rearrange this because of those who are not too grounded in mathematics, so that there will be no confusion. I want to rearrange these terms so that the ones that have a will come together, the ones that have d will come together. And I'll also do the same here. The ones that have x will come together, the ones that have y will come together. So this is a, and this is minus a. This is plus 8d, this is minus 2d, equal to, this is 10x, and this is negative 4x. Then this is minus 8y, and this is plus 2y. Now, a minus a is 0. So that one is gone. We are now left with plus 8d minus 2d. That will give us plus 6d. Then equal to 10x minus 4x will give us 6x. Plus 6x minus 8y plus 2y. That will give us minus 6y. The next thing to do here, remember we are solving for d, but here we have 6d. So for us to get the d, we have to divide all through by this 6 that is attached to this d. So we're going to say dividing all through by 6. So here we have 6d divided by 6 equal to 6x divided by 6, then minus 6y divided by 6. 6 here will cancel 6, and we have d equal to 6 will cancel 6, and we are left with x. Then minus 6 will cancel 6 here, we have minus y. So you can clearly see that d is equal to x minus y, and this is the answer to this question.